Alright, welcome everybody to my epic stream where I'm playing Dark Souls again. Oh, actually, now that I'm here, let me go ahead and update this to part 3. I'm not sure if anyone's in here yet watching the stream in the chat or anything, but anyone who watches on YouTube, thank you for checking out my GAMEpoch channel. Right now I am taking a break from doing my typical GAMEpoch series as I wait to get the next games that I'm going to have to be playing. And in the meantime, I had mentioned in GAMEpoch earlier I was playing Demon Souls, and I beat it a week or so ago, and was very proud of myself for doing so, and I decided, you know what, I really want to play Dark Souls. For whatever reason, I was just super motivated to play, and see if there were things that Dark Souls did to fix things I did not like about demons, and maybe some other improvements that I wouldn't have even thought of, and stuff like that. I was just excited for it. Especially because everyone that I know loves Dark Souls 1 the most. So I've just been really excited to play this. And I've played it twice now for 3 hours each, and now I am right before, I'm pretty sure this is another boss fight, because when I finished my last stream, I walked through this but didn't initiate a fight. My camera ended up dying before I could start it. I'm pretty sure it's the dragon, and I'm a little bit, I just hope that there's nothing else I'm supposed to do with that dragon on the bridge if I'm about to kill it. Also, I hope that I am prepared for this fight. I'll probably die, but at least I only have 440 souls. I'm also coming into this hoping that I won't have as much anger in case I die and lose a whole bunch of souls like what happened last time. I got really, really upset last time, and like, if I get mad, I want it to be a kind of mad that is funny to listen to, but me, I just cringed when I watched the footage later, so I do apologize for that. That made me feel awkward. I hope that no one else did, and if you did, you know, I understand, and I'm sorry. I'm going to try to be a little more controlled and entertaining rather than just ragey. Also, one of the things that I tried doing last time was I actually found out the hidden area above the Firelink Shrine where I had to get off the elevator, roll into a pillar, and walk up there and come up some stairs that have crumbled, and sit in the crow's nest, like hunch over into a ball, and the crow takes me back to the opening location, the Undead Asylum. And I was there, and I was wandering around, because I was wanting to try to find that body up on the stairs that I saw in the beginning of the game that I wasn't able to reach. I got the key by exploring that area outside of the elevator, and so I wanted to go there. But as I walked into the main room where I'd fought the boss the first time, I fell through the floor totally unexpectedly. I was wondering when I would run into the other boss I'd noticed in the basement. And I had expected to run into that boss later on in the game, because I had noticed it when I started the game, that there was this big guy walking around down below, but then there was someone else up above. I thought maybe they're the same, maybe they're different, I wasn't sure. But I was especially suspicious because after I beat that tutorial boss, I still heard heavy-footed steps. So I was like, why am I still hearing steps if I killed the big guy? Maybe there is the other guy and he's somewhere else. I was not expecting to fall through the floor and all of a sudden be facing this guy that's just as big as the first one. And then he absolutely destroyed me. I like barely got like a hit on him, if I even did. And if I did, I didn't take like any damage off of him, so... Anyway, so for anyone who's watching this later on YouTube, I'm going to occasionally read some of the stuff that comes in out of the chat, just so that you guys can get an idea of what had been said. So, hey Simwithin, how you doing? He says, I watched a couple of your Zelda videos. In your first video, you gave a little expose on why you like the game and its philosophy. It embodies a lot of the same principles as this game, or vice versa. Yeah, it's totally true. I mean, it's not enough to just say that the difficulty of the Souls games is old school-esque, because, I mean, yeah, old school games were hard, even though not all of them were. Like, it wasn't too challenging to beat Mario 3. I mean, the ending of Mario 3 was fairly tough, but you had infinite continues, so it wasn't undoable. And, like, Kirby's Adventure, that game's really not difficult. None of the Kirby games are. How you doing, Nuclear Simeon? That's a great name. I don't... So yeah, if there's anything I'm supposed to be doing with the dragon, if this is the fight, where I'm going to kill the dragon, and there's something I should be doing with him before I do this. I'd like to know now, because otherwise I will hate myself forever. If there's anything missable, I want to be warned about it before I can miss it. That would be absolutely infuriating and painful for me to deal with. Knowing that there's something that I missed that I could have had. So if there's something I am about to lose at any given point, please do not don't hesitate to warn me before I get past the point where I will lose something forever. So, alright, looks, everyone's saying go ahead. So, I'm scared. But, I'm not sure what that was, but... Alright, let's go ahead and do this. I could use a humanity, but I'm good. Oh, this is such a beautiful game. I really love the look of it. I said this before, but I really like this. It's just cool. This is reminding me of Disney's Gargoyles. You guys ever watch that movie or that TV show? It's actually a great show. Can I get down there? I don't think I should. I wonder if I... it's probably a bad idea. What over here? Nope, nothing there. I'm scared. When's the dragon gonna show up? If it even is the dragon. Let's see. I'm gonna try a few times. I would die if I fell. Thank you for telling me that. Oh, here we go. Alright, cutscene time. Let's see. Oh, I can tell you're the one. Well, wait, no, because there's another one. Unless there's two of you. Ooh. Because they do look discolored, that's why I was assuming I could tell. It's a gargoyle. Alright. Yeah, Gargoyles is a great show. I don't think it's on Netflix, but I would recommend people check it out. I haven't watched it since I was a kid, but... So maybe my opinion will change if I try watching it again, but I remember that being like a dark and more mature show back then, so... Oh, this won't be so bad. Whoa, I cut off his tail! I got an axe! That's cool! I totally didn't think that was gonna happen. That's awesome! So this is something a buddy of mine mentioned. My buddy Ben is really into the Souls games. He was like, just so that you know, some enemies, especially bosses, but some enemies will have weak points that if you attack those weak points, you can get, like, you know, weapons and armor and stuff from those. Oh, this isn't so bad. Bell Gargoyle. Does that mean I'm about to reach the bell? Oh, it'd be so great, because that's what I've been looking for. Ooh. Oh, yeah, okay, there's another one. Why is there another one? Oh, but he's like half the health. That's interesting. Whoa, he's fire-breathing. Hey! That's something. Ow! Ow! Get away! Oh! I'm doing okay right now, and I'm really glad that I upgraded my Estus. It just makes me feel good knowing that each Estus I use will give me more health. Ow! Whoa, whoa, fire, 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 fire. I think I have the heater shield, right? Ow, 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 ow. Okay, I'm trying to get it to change targets. It's not going. And heal. Ow. Oh! Ow. Ow! Ow! Okay, I'm starting to get hurt. Fairly badly. Oh no, I died! Ah! Dang it! Took advantage of me, ganged up on me. I'm back here. Well, it's not that far. That's a bummer. That's a bummer. Alright, so... So this game was the first one of the From Software games where, His name is not Hayao, I just don't remember his first name, but his last name's Miyazaki, which I remember so easily just because of Hayao Miyazaki. Miyazaki was heavily involved in the development of Demon's Souls, but he was not the only main designer. He was just one of them, as far as I'm aware. But this was like the first time... I guess they recognized that what he was contributing was super valuable. Hidetaka, thank you. Excuse me. They recognized that what he was contributing was super valuable because, I mean, Demons was very well received as a cult success. And I guess they just recognized that he had a lot to offer and should probably be given more control. And so he was the primary designer behind this game. He ended up not really being involved very much in Dark Souls 2, instead working on Bloodborne at the same time as the other people at From were working on Demon's Souls 2. He wanted to do something a little different and work on a new IP and do some things he didn't feel were appropriate for the Souls universe. I'm sure a lot of that had to do with, you know, the whole, you know, classic Victorian England and Lovecraftian-themed environments and stuff, which didn't really fit with the, you know, medieval European feel that these other ones went for. And then some other stuff, I'm not really sure. Again, I have not played it, and I've only seen a little bit of Bloodborne gameplay. I watched the Grumps play. I've only seen a couple of their clips of their main playthrough, so I've hardly seen any of that. But I did watch them play through the DLC, although I was only kind of passingly paying attention to that just because I wanted to hear their stuff. I wanted to see some of the stuff, but some of the gameplay things, which got me really interested in the series more than I think I would have been before. But also, I just like, I'm not going to pay too much attention to the story because I don't want anything spoiled. But they didn't really go into story with Game Grumps anyway. They just kind of gloss over a lot of that for the most part. Yes, Dark Souls 1 was the first to be ported to PC, and it was not done well. Even DSFix, which is a fan mod, has problems just because the game itself was not meant for like 60 frames per second. So it just has issues. I don't think I want to do these. I might want to do this, but I don't want to run out of those, so... No. I don't think there's anything I want to really do here. So... yeah, I guess I'll just give this another try. Maybe I will attempt using another weapon just a little bit. I could try the... I could do this one, but no, I don't have enough endurance or dexterity for this one. Just barely. I could try the Pine Resin, I just don't want to waste it. I don't know, maybe I should. Oh, this might be nice too. Maybe I should use this against them. That's a great weapon. I want to try that. I will equip that, and I will give it a try. Oh, that's not what I meant. Whoa! That thing is huge! I'm totally using this. You guys want me to use the resin? Alright. Ow. Wow, that's not a good weapon against these things. Whoa! How... I really need to heal. Oh, that's not what I meant. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. I used the soul. Not only... oh, that was great. For all the wrong reasons. I used the soul instead of the thing to heal, so I died in the next hit. But I also used a soul right as I died, so the souls all went bye-bye. That was hilarious. Oh, man. Oh, man, oh, man. Alright, so... oh, that's an interesting point. Let's see. So you want me to hit Y with this. Total damage output. So this is a 131. Oh, that's what you... Okay, so 131 versus 111. So if I try equipping different things... Yeah, forget it. Still... Oh, I really wish I could hold this weapon. Oh, it kills me. This one I can hold. So... this one's 130. It's no better. Probably not really a big deal to switch any of these weapons out right now. That's only 100. Well, whatever. It's not going to matter too much. I could try one of these. Nope. Oh, maybe this one might be worth... Meh, whatever. I'll give it a try. Alright, so first I want to put my stupid flask back, and I want to replace my humanity with the resin, since you guys are saying I might as well just use it. Alright. Until then. On the equip part. Alright, so let's not fall down there. That'll waste my time. They have to make me fight skellies. Okay, oh, that's true, huh? I should just take something off then if I'm not going to use them. The thing I don't like about that is that if I accidentally hit a directional button like I did one of those times I fought the Taurus, I'll also suddenly be like totally lacking a lacking a shield or something, and I'll be like, why am I sucking? What's going on? What happened? Oh, don't you dare. Oh, really gonna do that again? Well, thanks to you, Sinwithin, I figured out I could just do this temporarily to fix this stupid issue. Yeah, I know that about the humanity, I keep forgetting about it. Thank you for reminding me. And then I will put the resolution back. I really don't like that it doesn't support my actual native resolution of 1920 by 1200. I really wish I could just do that. Alright. So... What? What just happened? Oh, that's strange. This happened to me before when I was messing with stuff. Oh, terrible PC port. It's not friendly. So actually, while I'm doing this, I'll take this opportunity to refresh my Twitch really quick. Okay. Yeah, I know. Start, load game. Alright. It still says I'm offline. Why does it say I'm offline? The Twitch dashboard doesn't make any sense to me. Anyway. Oh, it saved it right here. That's cool. Whoa. Man, I love being able to thrust. I don't know that I will ever really want to choose a sword that won't let me thrust, just because I find it so advantageous in situations like this where I want to home in on guys so that they're not close enough to hit me, but I can still possibly kill them in one hit. You know, I really like that. Broken straight sword. 1440. Well, so first of all, the fact that it's not ooh. I'll ignore you. I don't need to go back there anyway. I put in my native resolution in the DSFix, the INI file, and yeah, it just even in here it will not give me the option to go to that resolution. I'm not sure exactly why, but all right. Well, let's just give it a go. Alright, let's try number 3. Hopefully this time with less dumbness. Okay, really? You're going to kick when I don't want you to kick? And you don't kick when I want you to? A little bit finicky sometimes. That's very helpful. Good tip, guys. And it's over. Alright, there's that one. This one will be a piece of cake on its own. Come here! Oh, stop that. Ow. Knock it off. You're dead. Well, that was easy! Alright, well, that's... Twin humanities. Interesting. So what's that? Used to gain 2 humanity and greatly restore HP. This black sprite is called humanity, but little is known about its true nature. If the soul is the source of all life, then what distinction is left for humanity? I don't know. Don't ask me, I just played this game. Alright, so... that went much better. Thank you guys for the friendly advice that I had, you know, thought might be an idea. I just wasn't really comfortable using the last pine resin. Yay, praise the sun. Oh, that's not, no. This one. Why are you starting on that one as default? Joy! Is switch... Hurrah. Shrug. Why didn't you do it? Hurrah! You know, as you know, a multitude of weapon types, each has special movesets and inherent properties as far as your love of thrusting goes. You have to put it that way. Right now, with that straight sword, or similar, when you swing, you drop your shield. Right, I understand that, and I probably could use a rapier or a spear and not have this thing drop, but... I don't know, like, so my experience using rapiers briefly in Demons, I wasn't really fond of it. It just didn't flow with me very, very nicely. It wasn't really my style, so I just stuck with the sword because I liked the way this felt more. I don't have a reason why. Alright, probably strength. That's a little bit mixed. I want to be able to have my bow be useful when I want to use it, but I'm not going to heavily depend on it. And I understand that the bow gets more benefit out of dex than strength. But I'm going to be more heavily reliant on more melee and, you know, hack and slashing kind of stuff. So that's why I think I will be wanting to stick with strength, since that tends to be attributed more toward my weapons of choice, especially the swords. And now, what do you mean by a quality build? What is that level? And this level. I'm skipping levels. Alright, can I just fall down to... No, I will die if I do that. That'll take me up. Oh, will you stop it? For God's sake. Oh, that drives me bonkers. Why does it do this? What if I do my motion blur off? No. I don't think that helped. No. Oh, that is driving me crazy. Yeah, I definitely am wanting to use the Black Knight sword. That's something I'm very much looking forward to. Now, please don't boot me out for it this time. Oh, I could just say cancel. Why don't I just do that? Yeah, so as soon as this goes, I'll just say cancel, and it'll send me right back. Alright, so... I am pretty certain I am going to be... No, don't do that. Don't do that. My frame rate's fine. Stop it. Don't! Just... I don't understand this. My frame rate is fine! Oh, whatever. Just play without online, then. I don't really care about the online that much. I don't use it. That's me. I'm a fairly antisocial gamer. Not that I'm antisocial, but I don't typically play... Whoa! That was ridiculously close. I don't really play... Oh, why? Why do you do this to me? Alright, whatever. Turn down the RAS. Let's fix this one last time. Oh, alright, well this is quality gaming, let me tell you. I'm gonna leave it like this for a bit, just so that it doesn't mess up the well, I don't think the FPS thing is working anyway, so whatever. Yeah, when it comes to... People often compare these to, you know, their classic old-school hardcore gaming difficulty. And I mean, that is fair to say, but it's not just simply that it's hard. You know, that's not a fair, full assessment. Oh boy, this is exciting and nerve-wracking. What's gonna happen when I do this? Pull the lever, Kronk. Cutscene, okay. For whom the bell tolleth. I made it all the way up. Alright. Seriously? Okay, well, nothing happened there. Oh, FPS, FPS! Well, this time it wasn't the FPS, it's just the stupid graphic thing that's like, I'm just gonna not work for you right now because I hate you. Well, that's that. Whoa! Who are you? Hi.
Greetings. I am Oswald of Kareem, the Pardon.
Pardon of what?
For thee, a warm welcome. Cometh thou to confess, or to accuse? For indeed all sin is my domain.
I have not sinned. Well, what is it? Ash-colored stone encasing a skull. Purging stone. Secret treasure of Arster, the Earl of Kareem. Reduces curse buildup and breaks curse. Humans are helpless against curses and can only redirect their influence. Purging stone does not dispel curses, but receives them as a surrogate. The stone itself was once a person. Or some other being. An indictment is a slip sold by Velka, goddess of sin. If you're killed by an invader, use this to report the crime of that trespasser. Oh. The indicted player will be added to a list of unfortunate souls who will one day face the wrath of the blades of the Dark Moon. Nice. Homeward Bound. Look at the guilty. Online play item check list of indicted players. The goddess of sin Velka oversees this list of the guilty who have disrespected the gods or their covenants and shall one day face the wrath of the blades of the Dark Moon. Karmic Justice. Miracle of the Black-Haired Witch Velka. Temporary auto-counter. Reverse heavy damage. For each sin there's a punishment. It is the task of Goddess Velka to define the sin and mete out the punishment. And Velka's Talisman. Medium for casting miracles of the gods. This black tuft of hair that serves as a talisman belongs to Velka, goddess of sin. It casts miracles not by drawing upon faith, but intelligence. And rings, okay. Despite the dreadful... One of the infamous bite rings commissioned by Sir Arster of Kareem, despite the dreadful rumors surrounding its creation, this ring is an unmistakable asset in its ability to help prevent bleeding. Poison. And, oh, another ring of sacrifice. Okay. Interesting. I can't just talk to you, huh?
Thou art welcome anytime.
Anytime.
It is only human to commit a sin.
Right, I remember the two bells I need to ring. One above and one below. But I'm certain. Like, I would not expect that to be just the halfway point of the game. I'm sure that there's more than that. And, you know, at the very least, I would expect that the second half, or the lower part, is going to be much harder and probably longer than this half. If it were really to be truly half and half of the game, because this is just way too short. Well, I guess that's it for this area, so... Alright, so I still don't know the whole Yulia thing. In my backup a character where I went back, you know, I've been playing through up to what I've been doing to this point. I'm just trying to get practice and stuff. I talked to that stupid merchant over and over and over and over from every different possible angle and couldn't find anything different. He didn't say anything different. I saw absolutely nothing. So I don't know what you're talking about. The only thing I can think is that you want me to kill him and take something that he's got. And I'm not doing that. I'm not a fan of killing NPCs. Oh, so, yeah, and I cringe every time I go back and watch some of my footage and I'm talking about something and I forget to finish my thought because I got interrupted by something else. And I just completely lose my train of thought. And I never get back to it. So there were a couple of times I did that. One of them was when I was talking about reading up on the Bloodborne reviews. And one of the things they talked about was how the game's environments were different from these, and I already mentioned that a lot of that stuff was very, like, Victorian England and very, you know, classic horror, Dracula time-esque stuff. You know, and things like that. And, you know, like, with some later Lovecraftian stuff, which is different from this. And that was the other thing I wanted to point out, which I thought was pretty cool. The other thing that I was talking about in my first episode that I forgot to finish my thought, now that I've forgotten what that was. Oh, I was about to jump up there. I forgot. Oops. I've already forgotten what it was I was saying with that. Boy, your memory starts to go to crap when you're playing live. Oh, this is so terrible. I just don't get why it does this. Why does it do this to me? Let's put my dexterity up one more, and my strength up a couple. Because I'm gonna need it. Because for example, this sword, the Black Knight sword, I mean, it requires... Oh, no it doesn't. I'm confused. This only requires 20 strength and 18 dexterity. For some reason I thought it was higher. Oh, that may have been the... I think I got a different sword in my secondary playthrough with my second character, like a Dark Knight sword or something. It was like, way more stringent in its requirements, although I remember seeing the same physical... See, what was the other thing I was thinking about? Oh, yeah, so in Demon Souls, I got really upset with myself because there's one point... In Boletaria, in the first 3 levels, there's a merchant. And he's fairly useful. And you find him in the first 3 stages of Boletaria Castle. But it's possible, I mean, anyone who's played a Souls game knows this, it's possible to kill pretty much any NPC, if you choose to, or if you're careless. And, that might have been the Black Knight Greatsword. And if you are careless and you kill them, then you kill them. Some of them you can choose to. Like, I killed Patches because he kicked me into the hole and he's a jerk, so I was like, screw you, I want you to die. So I killed him dead. I think he deserved it. And but when I got to the merchant in the 3rd part of Boletaria, I, you know, talked to him, I might have bought a couple things, you know, whatever. But then I was breaking stuff, furniture in his room, but I wasn't being smart about it, I was using my weapon. I ended up attacking him by accident. I totally did not mean to. And so then he starts attacking... Oh, crapper! So he starts attacking me, because I'm a jerk that attacked him, and I'm pissed off because I did not mean to do that. I'm feeling like an idiot, and... Ugh, that was upsetting. Ow. I don't even know why I'm bothering with these things. They don't give me, like, anything in Souls. And they're such a pain to kill. And they do so much damage to me, and I'm more likely to die against them than actually get anything. Can you reset sins and demons? What do you mean by reset sins? Whoa, that was close. There's no forgiving NPCs and demons. I don't know what you mean by that. But yeah, if you kill an NPC and demons, they're gone. So I lost that merchant forever, and I felt horrible. I felt like such an idiot. I was like, no, what have I done? I did not mean to do that. No! Whoa, what is that? What is that? What is that? What am I hearing? What am I hearing? Oh, that is freaking me out. I'm hearing like snoring, but I can't tell where it's from. Oh, that scared the crap out of me. Holy crap, that freaked me out. Okay, where was that? That wasn't... There was no way that was the crow, because the crow wouldn't snore. Oh, man, that freaked me out. Who was snoring? Oh, where was that coming from? Was there something in the water I just couldn't see? It wasn't you, crow. Oh, jeez Louise. Okay, well, anyway, now I'm spooked for life. So yeah, I just wanted to share that that had happened to me. It was a total accident, and since then I've decided to be more cautious with how I go about, destroying furniture, which is something I will always want to do, because it's just way too fun. And I will never not want to destroy furniture. Seriously, what was that? I mean, there's nothing here. So did the bell, like, if I ring both bells, is that going to wake up something sleeping that's terrifying and huge? That's just my guess right now. Let's see, let's talk to this dude.
Why, what a surprise.
What a surprise. I didn't
thought
expect you to make
somebody
it.
rang the bell.
Yes,
Wait.
I rang the bell.
Was it you? You'll
It was
never
me.
give up, well,
Nope.
don't stop now. Only one more.
Can't stop me now.
But it's going
Don't
to be
stop
suicide.
me now. We're gonna have a good time. We're having a ball. Don't stop me now.
Get a
Get a bit of a scare out there.
We'll both
Have a
be
seat. Get
hollow.
comfortable. We'll both be hollow. I don't mind being hollow, you know? In fact, I think I am hollow.
I-
What are you gonna
I
do?
do-
I've already decided. I'm simply crestfallen.
I'm not.
What now? I'm not up for chatting. Leave me alone. Is there more furniture over there? It told me to roll into the furniture. Well, and I do roll into furniture now. Is there more furniture over there? There's more pots. Should I roll into the pots? I jumped into the pots. I don't see any more furniture. But yeah, so from now on, I don't swing my sword at furniture when I'm around NPCs anymore. I just, roll. Be safe. I don't accidentally hurt an NPC. Ah, seriously, what was that snoring? That freaked me out so bad. Okay, well, I'm sure it will happen again later or something. Oh, well, I know where to go. I'm just trying to decide if I want to go back to the Undead Asylum and get the stuff over there first, or if I want to head on down to the lower area. No, nothing. Alright. So, I know I could go down there to continue on, but I think I want to go back and get that stuff first. I don't want to fight that boss, because I don't think I'm going to win. So, I'm going to go ahead and do that. No point in doing the asylum? You don't think so? No? Alright. Well, so it's either that... well, I might as well repair my equipment. Oh, I took some damage from those things. Reinforce? I don't have any shards. Alright. I'm not totally info blind, but I'm For the most part, I am. I just know that I can go down here because I've seen these stairs, and I recognize that this is probably where I need to go. So I guess I'll just go down here. At least see where this goes. I'm expecting this is how I continue on and go to the bell that's below. Either that or there's more stuff past the graveyard with the skellies that I just haven't reached yet. I watched... they say I watched a critique of Dark Souls. What I watched was... Whoops. I just said that going... Wait, no, bring it back. I watched the Game Theory channel. They had a... I don't know, it was just some debate show that they've done. They've done it a few times. They've debated a few different things, like Link to the Past or Ocarina of Time, which is better. And I didn't like Souls at the time, so it's like, well, whatever. I'd like to see why someone is gonna make me agree with them that Dark Souls stinks because I'm anti-Souls. That's basically why I went into it. And so there was one or two things that they talked about in there, but I pretty much don't remember anything. The only thing I remembered is that there was, like, some elevator that I would have to hop off. So am I underground now? It sure looks like it. Oh, this has a less inviting feel to it. Am I still in the shrine, technically, or am I in a different area entirely? Yeah, this is much less friendly. So I did kind of remember a little bit of a spoiler. Something that I need to get to some ring to do something, but I didn't remember what it was, and I still don't, so... not a huge deal, but when I was on the elevator and I saw that section, that reminded me of that, but I also was like, wait, should I get over there? Oh, that may be what he was talking about, and so... Anyway, so, I mean, I liked the debate at the time because I, you know... I liked that Gerard made me feel like, you know, like he gave some... What I have since... New Londo Ruins. I have heard by other fans that it's a ridiculous argument against the series, or against the game. Which may be fair. I haven't gone back and rewatched it, and I won't until I beat the game. But the thing I like about those is they are, you know, they're just kind of ridiculous fan-based nonsense. It's basically just arguing, you know, just, you know, differences of opinion for the most part. And that's just like, you know, whatever. Does not and should not have much weight with anybody who gives any serious thought to anything. Man, all you guys are just sitting here being sad. These guys remind me of the people in the Valley of Defilement in Demon Souls. That was the swamp, and that place was awful. Oh, that place was so dark and oppressive and suffocating and infuriating. And hashtag I won the giveaway. Yo, man. So I don't know. I thought that the debate itself was fine because, you know, they gave interesting opinions that, you know, you may or may not agree with, and it's like, you know, whatever. It's not a big deal. I thought it was fairly harmless, and I think it's good for people to hear different sides of an argument. And you know, so for that, I think it was fine. But I don't know. I haven't unsubscribed from Game Theory. I'm still subscribed to them. I like Gaijin Goomba's stuff. The Culture Shock stuff really interests me more often than not. I really like his work. Even though I'm kind of getting the feeling, the more I watch those, that they're probably just as much of a stretch as the game theories themselves, which it took me a little bit to realize that they're not meant to be taken seriously. They're like conspiracy theory type of game theory, not like, I theorize that this is actually the case, you know? It's just kind of fun and playing around with stuff. It's not meant to be serious at all, and I think that that's fine. It's just a fun little thing. S-Talk. What is an S-Talk? But yeah, in the Valley of Defilement and Demon Souls, just so I can finish this thought up. In the third level, which was the Archdemon level of Valley of Defilement, that was one of the most interesting and unexpected boss fights I've ever had in a game. That was such a treat. Like I got through it super easy. It was like, this was really easy, but like what's the why? And the only thing I could come up with is that they wanted it to be different. They wanted it to be like, you know, make you think about it and go, do you really feel like you're certain you're on the right in this whole thing? Are they really wrong? Like, what's going on? Oh.
Well, this is unusual. You haven't lost your head. And more importantly, you're free. How on earth?
On Earth.
Well, I shouldn't pry. I'm Rickett of Vinheim.
Rickett of
Once an
Vinheim.
established smith. Look at me now.
Now I'm the
Can you
Vinheim.
believe it?
Yeah, that boss fight with Estrella was awesome. Very sad. What is it? Oh, don't worry. I have no
It's
intention to
safe
escape. It's safe here. I can't bear the thought of going out hollow like you. I haven't walked too much by yourself. I forge you weapons if you've got minimal tools. Oh, sure. Talk to you? What is it?
We're both
Nothing to
cursed.
talk about. We're both
I'm
cursed.
dead.
What's the moan about?
There's nothing. We're both.
Okay, whatever. No weapon for ascension. I have nothing to reinforce anything with, so... Sure, I'll... whatever. What do you have to sell? Heavy soul arrow and soul arrow. Spells, huh? Slots. Oh, that's a little strange. And a catalyst. So this is like... Okay, so this is how you use spells. Interesting.
Goodbye then.
Goodbye.
Keep your head. You really
Keep your head on. You help break the monotony. Oh! Whoa! Oh, it's you, isn't it? Hello there.
I have your reward.
Sleep well. I'll most likely kill you in the morning.
I am grateful.
Sunlight metal.
Not enough.
This faintly warm metal engraved with the symbol of the sun is the ultimate honor, awarded to those who summon the warrior of sunlight and complete a goal. The symbol represents Lord Gwyn's firstborn, who lost his deity status and was expunged from the annals. But the old god of war still watches closely over his warriors. Can't use it, so I just have it now. That's cool. Your face, your memory is slipping.
Now,
Can you imagine we make the best use of it? So this guy's here now, huh? Our futures are murky. Very well, could be a boss fight later on. Interesting. Well, I feel like a doofus for just walking off the edge. Oh man, alright, well, you were hoping I'd do that, you... Okay, well anyway. Now that I'm fully embarrassed by that. Oh, so, the thing about why those guys down here remind me of that part of the Valley of Defilement with Estrella, there are those, like, you fight those kind of monsters, those kind of, like, demented people, all throughout the level, and they are crazed, and they're all, like, plagued and poisoned and crap. It sucks. I feel awful for them, whatever they've gone through. But in that stage, that last one with the boss fight, all they do is just sit there and worship her. That's all they do the whole time. Oh, I wonder if I could send that up and if there's anything underneath. I'd probably die again, but, well, whatever, I don't care. And, so these guys just sitting here worshipping or laying around or not doing anything reminds me of those guys in that stage. So yeah, the Valley of Defilement was my least favorite stage to do, just because it's so unpleasant. But I do think that they did a good job with that stage. I think they did exactly what they set out to do, and that's a success. When you accomplish what you mean to do, whether the experience is pleasant and enjoyable or not, I think that's more important in gauging the success of a game designer versus a failure. So because that stage was overpowering and overwhelming and very easy to get lost and to feel overwhelmed and blah blah blah, I think that level was a success. That they designed it very well, and I congratulate them on that. even though I really don't like it myself. I don't like playing through it because it's such pain, and I just am like tense the whole time. But anyway, you mentioned you were disagreeing earlier, one of you in the chat, with you don't. There's a difference between being able to share differing opinions and their little show that they had where they just had differing opinions back and forth in a debate format. I don't mind their thing with that, honestly. I like the fact that, well, if this is true, I like the fact that they don't pick what position they're going to take. That they, like, draw straws to pick which side they're going to argue. That, to me, is authentic. And I appreciate that. As someone that has a history of being overly argumentative, that I've really gotten a better hold on that on my own, because I don't want to be, like, overly persuasive. I don't want to be, like, overbearing and trying to force my opinion on other people just to get my way. Like, a transient curse, what's that? I used to be really, like, pushy with my thoughts and my views and my opinions. I don't like that, and I don't want to be that way, and I don't think anybody should. So I appreciate when, entering a debate, you don't choose your position, and you still give it your all and try to make a good argument. So I really like them. I really liked that about their thing, that they seem to present an authentic argument. At least that was the impression I got. Maybe you disagree, and maybe I'm wrong. But that was the impression I got, and I think it was just fine the way that they did things. So what did I just get? The transient curse. I've already got that, whatever it is. Well, I might as well find out what it is. I don't want to know anything about the lore before I play the game. No. Thank you for asking. I want to experience as much of it that I can get out of the game itself, and then once I've beaten it, then I'm going to just dive headfirst and learn as much as I can. I still need to do that with Demon Souls, although from what I understand, there's a lot less to do with Demon Souls lore than with this. They attack you if you shoot Estrella? Oh, that's so fascinating. And I may take a look at the image later. I'm not going to do that right now, though. Don't take that the wrong way. What am I doing right now? Oh yeah, I was looking at that to figure out what it does. The transient curse. The only way to fight back against ghosts who are cursed beings is to become cursed oneself. The safest method over Driftwood is to cut off an arm of the dead. Temporary curse allows engagement with ghosts. I don't know what that means. It's probably a gameplay element I haven't encountered yet. Might even be an online only that I may not ever encounter. Alright, so what's up here? I'm gonna go up here before... Oh, I already came up here and this is the lock gate. Okay, I've only got one place to go. Sorry, I'm going through this kind of slow. I'm just trying to explore and be safe while also, you know, talk about stuff. So, yeah, and going back to my earlier topic of talking about the design... So what I read, Miyazaki did not intend for this game to be hard for difficulty's sake. At least for Demon Souls. And I think that they kept this in the same vein as Demon Souls when they worked on Dark Souls. The intent was it to be as... it's for you to learn, and for your successes to be as satisfying as possible. And they felt that making it difficult and you having to struggle to get through it brought about that success the most. Frankly, based on what I've experienced with this, I have to say that they're right. Oh! There's ghosts! Am I gonna have to use that thing down here? Oh, crap. I'm not gonna be able to hurt these things unless I use that, am I? Whoa! I'm totally not. Uh-oh. Alright. Well, I don't know how I feel about that. If I have to use that item just to... Come on. Knock it off. If I have to use that item just to interact with ghosts, how long does that last? Does it last for only a limited time, or does it last until I die again, or what? Because I don't want to have to keep using those constantly to fight a bunch of recurring enemies. That doesn't sound very fun at all. I guess we'll see. Let's look at this GIF. It's a pair of cats with a sound file attached. So... Yeah, so with that, I want to talk about my experience changing the way, my feelings towards difficult games. So I've grown up playing games my whole life. If you've watched my GAMEpoch series, you'll know that. If you haven't, I was born, I'm just turned 30, so I was born in early 86, which means I am the same age as the modern era of gaming, which has lasted since Mario basically saved the gaming industry, especially the console industry. PC gaming was doing alright, and arcade gaming was still doing just great. But console gaming was just dead and done, especially here in America. And Mario saved it. Like, there's no doubt about that. Mario and Nintendo and the NES, all of that just really made a huge difference and influenced everything to come, which is why I decided to start my series with Mario. That and the fact that Mario came out roughly the same time I was born, and it's among my earliest memories in my life. So it just made sense for me to start there. So I feel like the current age of gaming, and which is the more, frankly, relevant age of gaming, since a lot of the old stuff was basically just, hey, check out what we can do with computers. We can make them go beep boop in cool tunes and make sound effects and have graphics that do fun stuff and give you fun little challenges and stuff that you need to complete. And then we can make it tougher by going up in levels that are just increasing in difficulty for the most part. Not much other changes. And then you can have scores that you can compete with your friends and all that kind of stuff. Very, kind of Stone Age. Awesome, fun, there's no doubt about that, but very primitive. And I feel like Mario took that a step farther by being a more cohesive and artistic experience. There were other differing kinds of games at the time. You know, there were some text adventures and role-playing games like Wizardry and Ultima, and there was the game Adventure, there was Zork, there was, you know, some stuff like that. And then the first isometric game, I can't remember what it was called again, I never played it, but that was a very interesting looking game. I should probably equip this while I'm down here. Is that over here? Oh, it is. I'm going to unequip you and you and you. Hey! Oh, you jerk, get away from me. I hate that there's no pausing. Alright, let's use this. So, does that mean... Oh, it's just a teeny tiny little graphical change and that's it. Put my Estus back on. But I feel like Mario was the first to really make an attempt at something very... that had longevity, that had more to do with artistic expression and a complete package than just a, you know, a fun little thing to kind of just do as a challenge with your friends. Something that I think they wanted to really push themselves and change things. Miyamoto, you know, he did the arcade game with Donkey Kong, and he did a great job. It's one of the definitive arcade games. Okay, now I'm already lost. Okay, this is where I came in. I'm gonna fall. Oh, okay, that's good that I didn't walk all the way over. And I think he wanted to push his limits with something a little more, experimental, and I think to him, he may have even looked at it from the perspective of, whoa, whoa! Jeez. There's a lot of you here. I gotta heal. I don't know, I just feel like Mario really stood above everything else at the time. Like, it was just heads and tails above anything that anyone had made. It just felt like a higher quality. And like more love and care and attention and hard work was really put into it compared to everything else. I feel like everything else was more about the technical achievement. Oh, a Firekeeper Soul, nice! Alright, I can go, buff my Estises again. That's awesome. So here's more over here. I can't go there. Sorry, I'm just like, I don't want to walk off an edge, but I want to find anything hidden. Anything over here. Hi, friend. Dead friend. Dead corpse friend with a thingy on you. A transient curse. Okay. I don't recall seeing anyone I could buy these from. I can't go up here, can I? Nope. Unless maybe I can jump, but probably not. Nope. Okay. That's fine. I think that just leaves over here. Okay. So that's those stairs over there, and this right here. So... I grew up playing Nintendo games. I grew up playing Sega games. My first console that I owned was the Genesis. We would play Nintendo with friends and family from time to time. You know, if someone had something that I was able to borrow, or that we were just, you know, visiting someone so we were able to play. You know, whatever. But we didn't own a system until I got the Genesis. When I turned 6, actually, I was very happy. I got the Genesis for my 6th birthday, and I was stoked because I had seen my cousins playing Sonic at their house. And oh man, Sonic was awesome! It looked so good! The music was so cool, it had such great sound and awesome music. The graphics looked really cool, and it was so fast looking just because there was very little, you know, screen space that you could see because, you know, Sonic took up so much of the visible space that everything looked like it was going by really fast, even though actually, compared to Mario, he moves slower, technically. Which is fine, you know. Did I kill it? I can't tell. How long is my transient gonna last? Ah, how many are you? How many of you guys am I gonna face? Whoa, there's more. There's more. Whoa, no, 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 no. Oh, crap, I got overwhelmed. Shoot. This seems kind of early. There's like 4 other areas you could go at the moment. Senpai didn't acknowledge me. I went down there a level 2. I also rage quit the game, the Unbridged story, blah, blah, blah. So suckers. Man, I hate those things. Those things suck. Alright. I really hope those ghosts don't come back, but I get the feeling that they're regular enemies that do come back, and if that's true, I'm not going to be happy, because I don't want to have to keep fighting those things over and over again. I was right about at, like, some elevator thing that goes somewhere. Not sure where, but it goes somewhere. Maybe it was even the same elevator. That would be nice, if I could just take the same elevator to, like, 3 different points, but, whatever. For anyone who's just joining me, I have done the Taurus, and I just fought the gargoyles and rung the bell up above. I have also been to where the blacksmith is, over by the giant gate, and the fat guy in the armor, and down below I saw the blacksmith. I saw that gigantic enemy that throws lightning at you. I fought him for a little bit, and he absolutely wrecked me. And that went outside to a forest that I was like, I don't know that I'm supposed to be here yet, so I decided to not go there for the time being. And then I also figured out the whole thing, how to get back to the undead asylum. So I went back there, because I wanted to find that body that you see early on in the game that's at the top of the broken stairs, and you're like, wait, I want your things, give me your things. But you can't reach them because there's a locked door up above. But I got the key. So I wanted to go back and get that, but I accidentally fell through the floor. I wasn't expecting to fall through the floor and face that boss that I was wondering if he was going to be still there that I would have to face, and I got dropped in on him. And I hadn't touched the bonfire there, so I got sent all the way back to the Firelink Shrine, so I was like, I'm not going to do this right now. And I was going to go back and do it, but it was suggested that I just move on for now. Probably because I'm nowhere near ready to fight that boss. I don't think I'd be able to do anything to him right now, so... and I guess whatever I'm going to get there isn't really worth going for right now. So, I will come back to it later. So, and my starting weapon, just in case you guys are curious, was the tiny beans ring. Because they lie to you. And I'm not happy about this. I think this was a bad thing. That they should have been more careful about this. Because I may not have picked it otherwise. But it says that it gives you, it slowly restores health. It doesn't. It just gives you a little bit more, like it restores a little bit of health. So these things are fine one-on-one, because they don't really put up too much of a fight once you've kicked them around a little bit. It's when there's multiple of them at once that they start to get frustrating. So are you going anger through this solo, or are you using chat? Anger. Matt! How you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. Gioro is a good friend of mine. He is the guy who kept trying to force me to play Souls, and I kept rebelling against him, and even feeling a little bit angry that he kept making me play it when I clearly wasn't happy with it. But I am now appreciative that he did, because I really liked Demons, and I'm very much liking this, even though it just took me a while to get to that point. So, thank you, Matt, for trying to share something amazing with me, and I'm sorry that I was not more receptive to it earlier. Blind. Brain fell asleep mid-sentence. I am going through this blind, for the most part. I am willing to accept some basic gameplay assistance for things that the game really probably should have told me, that they just don't do a very good job of telling me. Or anything that they may have told me in the intro that I just didn't quite understand. Like, when I went back to the intro and I saw that they actually do tell you in one of the messages on the floor how to do the kick and the jump attack. I don't know, I still didn't... I missed it. I don't know, I didn't understand what it meant, and I didn't figure it out, so I just totally bungled that. And, so I was grateful when, Sin Within has been here the whole time. He explained to me what that actually does. I'm going to pull the... Oh, it doesn't move. Crap. Come here, buddy. Can I shoot a bow at you? Yes. Come to me. I don't want to go in there and turn them all open. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Come here. Whoa! Really? I don't like that you keep showing up behind me. That is cheap. I had a hard time finding my stream. I was looking for my other username. Yeah, I realized I should have put the correct URL for my stream in my Facebook message for GAMEpoch, so I'm sorry for that. That was an oversight on my part. Seriously, enough with the ghosts. I'm getting really sick of you guys. Also, if I decided just tonight, as I was playing, if I am about to go do something where I am going to be permanently missing something, what is this? Then I would actually like it if you guys could tell me. Oh, it's stairs, okay. Is there anything I'm missing over here that I could be getting to? Because I see something over there, but I don't know that I should be doing anything. I don't think so. Okay. If I am about to do something where I will permanently miss something, please give me, like, a warning. And a general hint where I should go in order to get that. And let it be at that. Because I don't... Like, that is something I will never enjoy about a game. As well designed as a great game may be, if you have things in there that are permanently missable. Whoa, what is that? A ghost? Is that a ghost? Yep. Okay, okay. Ah! Knock it off. Get over here so I can see you. Oh, I don't like you. That is such bullcrap. I do not like these ghosts. A parrying dagger. Okay. Just a heads up, you're not going to be able to go much further in this area till later on. So... yeah, if there's something I'm going to lose, unless I stop what I'm doing right now and turn around and go back and get it, just let me know that I'm about to do something like that so that I can get it before I lose it forever. I would much rather spoil that for me than lose something forever. Ah, crap, crap, crap! I need another thingy. So first heal, and then use one of these. I thought I used it. What happened? Did I interrupt myself? Great. That's such garbage. Ow! How'd you reach me? Oh, I don't like you. I don't know that there's any actual permanent misses per se, I agree with Sin, besides killing NPCs. Yeah, I won't kill any NPCs unless they actually are, like, a jerk, or are threatening my life, or something. You seem intimidating. You're a special one, aren't you? Whoa! 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 Gotcha! I got 2 more transient curses, okay. Well, that one was a little scarier. That was interesting. You just chugged 2 Estus instead of popping a transient curse. Okay, well I feel like a doofus now. Alright. There shouldn't be any items like that in the game that are permanently missable. Okay, well that's good. Alright. Oh, so this was this over here. Please, no more ghosts. I'm sure there's going to be a million. Oh. Oh, you're up there. That's what's going on. Oh. No! Man, I'm almost dead. I may think about wanting to leave here if I don't find a bonfire soon. And since you're saying that I'm not going to be able to go on much further for long... Oh, sheesh. I do not like this place. This place is not pleasant. Kick the ladder. Okay. So where do you go? Oh, no. Oh, no. Alright. Nope, not what I meant. Okay, so I grew up with Nintendo games, I grew up with Sega games, and even though those, you know, were classically difficult, just because a lot of them were very unforgiving and punishing with, you know, game overs and stuff. They would send you all the way back to the very beginning of the game, meaning you'd have to go through everything all over again if you wanted to get back to where you were and be able to get, to move on from your last point of progress. But they were also, you know, fairly challenging just because a lot of them didn't really do any hand-holding, they didn't tell you what to do, and the gameplay itself was just kind of designed to be, you know, a little bit tough, or you would have to push yourself, you'd have to play a lot and develop your skills, and maybe learn the levels and learn the enemies, and figure out, based on learning all that stuff, how you need to get through a place, or also just generally what your playstyle should be if you want to succeed. Those are positive things. That means that those games are going to be limited to, you know, players of skill only, or at least players who are only going to have the patience to do... I see you saying it's the wrong area, so I'm not going to discover it if you're telling me it is. Anyway, Well, I'm about ready to back off. I don't know where else I should go. I don't like going through the graveyard because those skeletons are still giving me trouble. I don't know. I'm definitely lost, generally speaking. Playing areas in the wrong order is a valuable experience for a first playthrough. Uh-huh. Of course, Gyoro is also a sadist, so... Nah, I take what you say seriously, even if I sometimes wonder... Oh, can I jump over there? Probably can, I'm just a little worried about it. I got the axe from the gargoyles. You wanna see? I actually broke one of their tail one time, and then I died, and I broke their tail another time, and I don't even know if I got anything, but I got the tail axe. Don't know if I care much for it. I should be able to jump... Oh, no, that's kind of far. I don't think I should. Because then I will fall into the deep water, and that sounds like a bad sea, unless there's stuff down there. Would I be okay? Maybe I would be okay. I did not get a helm. I didn't get a boar helm either. Alright, well. You're just telling me things that I permanently missed. That's okay. Making me feel sad. I got actual rubbish. I got garbage, so there's that. Which is nice. I got that going for me. That's the way I went earlier. Let's just run through here. I'll use my last thing, and I will equip a homeward bone. Just so that I can use it. If I accidentally use an item, you know, I'll get out of here. So I might as well just get out of here. Is this back where I came from? Gosh, I have a hard time finding my place. No, I don't think I came from here. This looks different. There were ghosts attacking me before. What happened to them? Oh, okay, so that was... Whoa. Don't walk off the ledge. Something in there. Anything over here? I could jump over there. Whoa! Oh, God! No! Darn it. 7,000 souls. I really don't feel like going all the way back over there. Darn it! Darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it. Alright, so there are two places besides there that I know I can go. I can explore the rest of the cemetery, or I can go in the forest over by the blacksmith. Those are the only two places I know I can go. Oh, man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Just catching up on the chat really quick. I had RNG fail. Well, I have a Firelink thing, so I might as well use it. I would like to get improved Estus, so I would do that. Yep. Do it! I wish I could give you a tongue or something, I'm sorry. Alright. By lag, do you mean it's taking me a long time to see what you're saying, or is my feed choppy? If my feed is choppy, it might be... I upped my settings a little bit in my video output because I'm also recording this so that I can upload it to YouTube. And the quality of my first stream, I was actually very disappointed in how bad it looked. So I decided I wanted to... Let's just delay. Oh, it's choppy. That might just be your internet. I'm sorry. Solaire. So I gotta go back to the blacksmith. Alright, I was kind of thinking it might be that, because this graveyard still seems a little bit intimidating. But I have not explored the forest enough to find any enemies to get a gauge of whether they're a little too tough for me right now, but... So I guess that makes sense. BNet updating? BattleNet? You updating BattleNet? I'll just say this up front, I'm not a huge Blizzard fan. I think they make quality games that aren't really to my tastes. Not a huge fan of RTSs at all. I'm not a huge... I don't like MMOs in the least. And I enjoyed Diablo 1 and Diablo 2 the first time I played them. After that, I can't stay interested in them, so I can't play them again. I don't know. Blizzard has that weird effect on me, and with their RTSs, like with Warcraft and StarCraft, I like the writing, and I like the stories in them. But I don't... The gameplay is okay, but it gets old fairly quickly, and I like playing through, the campaigns, so that I can see all the story, but I end up having to cheat through half the game just because I'm so tired of the gameplay. It's not fun, it's not satisfying, it's not rewarding, and I'm not good at it. And that's probably the bigger problem, is that I'm just not good at it. Let's see if anything changed over here since I rang the bell. Maybe, maybe not. I just like this fat guy in armor. He just makes me happy. And... So, I don't know. It might just be that I need to learn how to play RTSs. Still closed, still closed. I'm not seeing anything different. So... But yeah, MMOs... I haven't played one that I've been interested in. I have played... I saw my friend playing Final Fantasy XI for a while, back when it came out 12 years ago. He didn't care for it, and he stopped playing after a week. He wanted it because he loves Final Fantasy, and is huge into it. So, that was why he wanted that. But he ended up not being able to follow through with it. And when I was watching, I was just like... glazing over because it's just not look entertaining. And I've played World of Warcraft. I've tried it multiple times, and I just never stay interested. My interest always just disappears before long. Don't know what it is, but I don't care for those games. I don't like games that don't seem to have a real end goal and a real strong purpose to them. And this was actually my problem with Elder Scrolls as well. They are similar to MMOs. They are super open world, and you can go anywhere and do anything, and everything pretty much has equivalent value in the eyes of the game. Even things that are totally pointless and stupid and that contribute nothing. And so I have a hard time with those games. I played Oblivion and got, I don't know, maybe halfway through the story and didn't go around doing anything else because anytime I would start to do that, I would get overwhelmed because I'm a completionist at heart. And, I would just be like, oh, there is just way too much. I will never be able to do everything. These guys are kind of tough. They've got a lot of health. Not too bad, though. Blooming Purple Moss Clump. What is that? Toxin is a more vicious form of poison which quickly leads to death. Moss clumps without a flower are useless against toxin, and a lack of these moss clumps could lead to an early demise. It reduces poison and toxin and restores tax status. Why do I even watch this? Hey, what do you mean? Seems it's all of us, then we're getting choppy video. Okay, maybe I should have kept the video quality down. There's a lot of Blizzard stuff I don't care about, but I'm going to love Overwatch. I spent 8 years in EVE Online. I'm a bit done with MMOs. I played StarCraft forever. I played WoW for 8 years. I haven't touched it in like 4 or 5 years. And all the Warcrafts and Diablos. I guess I'm kind of Blizzard. Switch to Chrome. Oh, so it's working okay in Chrome? It still might start to get choppy, because I definitely am streaming at a higher quality. And actually, I'm thinking about... So, I'm streaming at 60 FPS, because I want my video to be 60. You know, I want it to be quality. The problem is, this game really doesn't do 60 well, so I've turned off 60 FPS. I'm not even doing it anymore, so I don't even see the point in streaming this at 60 if it's just going to be my video, which is 60. And I mean, you know, video, while it does look better at 60, it's not, you know, like super crucially valuable and important that it be 60, like I think gameplay is. But, you know, whatever. This is an interesting place. The forest outside the city walls. And while it's like nighttime out here, or just very dense cloud cover, I don't think there's anything over here. Oh, down here. Okay, so I got a couple places I could go. We're getting about 10 to 20 FPS. So I probably should be streaming it at 30 instead of 60. And also, I might want to be downing the quality a little bit, even though I don't like how bad the quality looks. Dark Root Basin. Should I continue up the above first, or come down here? Maybe I should continue up above. Definitely starting to feel a little bit overwhelmed that there's a lot of places that I can go now. There's not a lot of places, there's... Oh, it's those things! No, he's gone! I lost it. Set your stream to 30 or less. I'm mixed. A lot of it is also because I don't know how much of this is Twitch and how much of it is my upload speeds are not good. I just can't get better than what I have for anything affordable. And I'm stuck with Comcast because, yay, monopolies and duopolies. No fun. I'm gonna go up here first and explore the other area before I come over here. Dark Garden. Yeah, it didn't show up that time. That was interesting. I just want to see if I can get a clue if this ends anywhere or shows me that this is going to return me to somewhere else. Oh, there's a corpse up there. This is a very interesting place. It's kind of peaceful. Whoa! Why am I not backstabbing? Ow! Son of a... Okay, knock it off. Well, that wasn't fun. I didn't touch that bonfire! Ah, what is wrong with me? Why am I so dumb sometimes? Ugh. Ugh. Well, I'm stupid. So Twitch just will not do it at higher than 3.5. You know what I should do then? I should pause this and fix my stream really quick. I'll fix my settings. I'll also fix my audio just so that that's not a problem anymore. Yeah, I'll do optimize and say okay. And then this I will change to 30 just because there's no point in having it at 60 anymore. And then I will... I'm going to stop my stream really quick, and I will be right back.